You're listening to The John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Wednesday to you, Dan. How you doing?
Yeah, and it is Wednesday.
It is.
Somebody's going to win some valuable prizes a little later on this morning.
Yes, they will.
Heidi, how you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Fantastic. You know, I mentioned this before, but it's been a while. You smell pretty good for a girl.
Why, thank you.
You
really
betcha.
You notice I don't get that. So.
You loved him as Ant-Man. Paul Rudd is 53 today.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Ah,
He's my favorite Rudd.
he really is. Okay, and then we have this guy, and I was watching, I think it was a Star Wars like marathon thing, Saturday or something.
Okay.
And The Empire Strikes Back was on. And I noticed, wow, I haven't seen him like forever. Billy D. Williams.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that guy.
Is 85. Yeah, what was his character? Clarissian something?
I have no idea. I was not a Star Wars fan, honestly.
Whenever he was wearing a little cape, his outfit was terrible. It really was. It was almost laughable. It's like, dude, don't you have a mirror?
Well, you know, they made him wear that. It's not like he
I
picked
know. But it was just, I was embarrassed for him because Billy's a classy guy. He's 85 today. And probably one of the greatest characters ever to grace network television. Cliff Clavin.
Yeah.
John Ratzenberger.
Yes.
I did an interview with him last year.
You did. From Cheers fame
Neat
is
guy.
75.
And he was.
I like him.
The thing that I loved is he was exactly as I would have expected him to be. And when I was talking to him, he sounded exactly the way, he was supposed to sound.
Just down to earth, regular dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, just a super nice fella.
That's all there is to it. Let's see what the heck is going on. Let's work backwards. We'll start with 1980 this day. Another game changer. Post-it notes introduced to the American public. I still use them. Still a big fan.
Of course.
Invented by 3M employee Art Fry. Came up with that little deal. Were only available in yellow for quite a while.
Yeah.
I know. I like the colors.
Yeah, now there's almost
fan.
there's almost 30 colors out there now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice. It's
You
good.
can still get them. They're everywhere. I dig them.
Speaking of options.
1930, this day, bakery executive, an all-around total genius as far as I'm concerned, James Dewar invents and presents a little thing called the Hostess Twinkie. Oh. Right?
Heaven in a wrapper.
It really is.
It is. Yeah.
Man. And you can eat them still in the wrapper. The wrapper on. It doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't really change much.
And out of the world of religion, it was 1868 this day. Religious leader and politician Brigham Young
Oh, yeah.
marries his final wife. They speculate it was number 27.
Holy cow. He's a busy dude.
And, he also had about 56 children.
Jeez.
But the dude got busy. He founded Salt Lake
Yeah, he
City.
did.
Yeah.
He was also the first governor of the Utah Territory.
Wow.
Busy fella.
Yeah, I think they changed some of those rules for that whole later day Saints thing. As far as I know, Mitt Romney only has one wife. I'm guessing she doesn't really care for him either.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm a kidder. I'm a kidder. I need Will Smith coming up here slapping me around. Just a joke, kids. Just a joke.
Yes.
All right. Well, I know you know we all know, and we best just get a move on here.
We're going to do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris on this Wednesday.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic, and we've got Dr. Harley. How you doing?
Hey, John. Doing great. Enjoying all the lovely back and forth spring. But
Yeah, it's like, hey, it's spring, and then it was cold again, then it's spring. So I think maybe, I don't know, I hate to say this might be the real spring because I don't want to jinx it, but it might be the real spring.
Yeah, hopefully.
Last week we talked about pregnancy. So what follows pregnancy? But babies. Let's talk about babies.
Yeah, it's, springtime always makes you think about babies because, all the animals are. And, a lot of people, their goal for, the new year is to start a family. So, we see a lot of moms after birth, we even see those little babies too, because birth's really hard on mom. It's also very hard on those little babies, and they can't tell you they have problems, right? They scream and they cry and they're colicky and they're upset. They're not sleeping. And you're wondering what's going on, and everyone just says, it's normal baby stuff. All the babies do that. Well, yeah, we start to normalize things when they're common between everyone, but it doesn't have to be. We see a lot of babies for common things like infantile reflux, colic. Torticollis is a really common one. Well, it makes sense if they're stuck in the womb for 9 months in one direction, and then they come out, it's going to be hard on their neck and hard for them to move their head around. So we see, a lot of those babies for a lot of those things that they deal with. And a lot of people will ask, well, how do you adjust babies? You don't adjust them the same way you do adults, right? Like, some people are shocked that we see babies.
And it is kind of something that I wouldn't really think about, but I'll bet there is a different process, and it's got to be a kind of a delicate process, isn't it?
Oh, totally. It's so different than how we adjust adults. Really, it's using about basically my fingers and checking the ripeness of a tomato. That's how soft the pressure is. And because babies aren't, nothing's been stuck there for a long time, they move really easily. And actually, kind of the way I adjust babies is they kind of adjust themselves. I just have my fingers touching the right spots, and they move around and help that spot that's stuck get back into the right spot. And sometimes babies even fall asleep during their adjustment. They're fun.
So how old would the baby need to be before they come and see a chiropractor? Is this something that they got to be 5 months old, or is there a certain amount of time?
No, there's no amount of time really. It's all on the parent's comfort. We've adjusted babies that are days old, or they wait a couple of months and then they bring them in. It all just kind of depends on the parent's timeline when they're comfortable to get baby out and about. I know some chiropractors, especially ones that have had their own babies, they are adjusting them as soon as they're out, just to make sure that they're starting off their new world on the right foot.
And I'm assuming usually it's probably an appointment where mom is here and baby, or dad and baby, because baby's not driving here by themselves.
No, definitely. A lot of the initial phase is with mom and dad, just talking about, history, how was pregnancy, how was labor, were there any complications, anything like that, how long things have been going on, especially bowel movements, how often are they having bowel movements? That's a huge one. So, yeah, it's all like just the same, talking them through the process and, what to expect and how we're going to help baby just be healthier and happier, and help mom and dad be happier and sleep better as well.
So whether it's a baby or an adult, or even children or seniors, if somebody listening is going, boy, I'd like to maybe get some information on chiropractic, what's the best way to connect with Balanced Life Chiropractic?
Yeah, they can give us a call at 605-215-1785 or shoot us a message on our Facebook page, Balanced Life Chiropractic.
And again, you can also find them online, their website, balancedlifesd.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Graham, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
And now, stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Wednesday?
Before we get into that, and gosh darn it, it's really interesting, how about we give a little something away, because it is Wednesday.
I'm clicking all the wrong buttons over here. All right, just chat amongst yourselves here. I'll give you a topic. No,
Okay,
I won't.
I understand there's some big-time comedy coming up. What is it,
Yeah.
Friday night?
Yeah, it's this coming Friday.
We have tickets to that.
And we're going to give away some tickets to that. And I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to give folks a chance to go and register. We got more tickets to give away as well. So if you don't win this pair, that's okay. I'll give away some more later today and some more tomorrow. And our first pair of tickets. Oh, I should probably tell you where this is, shouldn't I? See, I'm trying to buy myself some time while I select all of this. It's this Friday. It's at a place called the Icon Event Hall, downtown Sioux Falls.
Oh, sure.
A good friend of mine, William Conway, very, very funny guy. He's going to be hosting the show. Another friend of mine, Jerry Irby, very funny comic. He's the feature. And the headliner is Sioux Falls' own Zach Drash. He's a funny, funny dude. Voted the funniest comic of 2021, and he will be the headliner of the show. And it's all happening this Friday. And the winner of tickets for the show this Friday. Bill Rolfs. Congratulations, Wild Bill. He's a good dude.
I think I've met Bill.
You have it. And you know what? I've met Bill. He's a funny guy himself. So that's going to be a good time. If you did not win, that's okay. Sign up, sunnyradio.com. Click the little button that says win tickets and other stuff. And then we'll see if we make you a winner later today and tomorrow. So what do you have for us, Dan?
If I'm not mistaken, and gosh darn it, I usually am, I think a few months back I was talking about one of the biggest crimes in Canada.
Okay.
And it was
Syrup.
maple syrup.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
And then this story finally comes to fruition because this was huge. A while back, some folks, a gang, stole 9,500 barrels of maple syrup.
Yeah.
Did it over the course of a year or so out of a Quebec City region. That is, by the way, 2,700 tons of syrup. Street value, $18 million.
Isn't that crazy?
Holy cow.
Yeah, they ended up arresting about 17 people, but there's a ringleader, Richard Valliers, who put this whole thing together, and I kid you not. And unfortunately, Canada doesn't have capital punishment. They can't just execute people for that, which is really too bad.
It really is.
But he has been personally fined, no kidding, $9 million.
They take their syrup seriously there.
Fine. Yeah, you thought I was kidding. This is like huge.
Is there a huge black market syrup?
I guess,
Opportunity?
Let's see. The order of runners paying nearly $9 million in fines. He's got 10 years to do it. Court of Appeals then lowered the fine. Okay, to $9 million. That decision then brought to the nation's highest court, which determined that a court cannot limit the amount of a fine to the profit made by the offender. All right. So basically, yeah, they were selling this stuff at discount rates to get rid of it because, goodness gracious, they had a whole lot of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's what happens. Or you like everything else, you step on it with something cheaper.
Yeah. They're cutting it.
Yeah. Cutting maple syrup.
Maple syrup and half of it
something
is high fructose
cherry
corn
Kool-Aid.
syrup.
No. Crime is sticky business.
Yeah.
I just thought that was fascinating because I remember doing a story about maple syrup theft a few months back, and wow, here we go.
One of the things that I tried this, it was on Shark Tank like 4 years ago. There was a young man who has a maple syrup business, and he's only I think he was 17, 18 years old, but he made maple syrup cotton candy.
Ooh, that sounds
and
amazing,
I said,
actually.
Wait a minute.
It was good.
What is that? So we tried it, and we got a little bottle of syrup that we bought from him as well, and it was really good. And I scheduled a radio interview to talk to him about it and promote it. And then it never happened. I don't think it ever came to fruition. But
it was really good. Kid was cute.
I think we should hunt him down and
I was going to track him down.
Maybe rip him off.
Yeah,
maybe he was getting his syrup
go to his
at a
warehouse.
discounted price from
did.
This little black market ring.
I doubt it. I don't think so. He seemed like a pretty wholesome kid. Well, Dan, thank you for all of that.
I hope you found that interesting.
I did. I found it very interesting. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour with Dan Ferris.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, April 6th, 2022. Equities retreated on Tuesday on fears the FOMC will get even more aggressive with policy change and interest rate hikes. The move came just a day before the minutes from the latest FOMC meeting are due to be released and may foreshadow what's to come. With inflation rising at the fastest pace in decades, the Fed is being forced into action that may stall the economy. The S&P 500 fell more than 1.25% at the low of the day, led by a 2% decline in the interest rate heavy NASDAQ composite. Earnings are also coming into focus with JP Morgan Chase set to release its calendar Q1 report next week. The big banks are expected to post sequential increases in revenue and the impacts of rising costs. Banks are positioned to benefit from rising interest rates, but the impacts of inflation are offsetting the outlook. Higher rates will help profitability, but a stalled economy will cut into the top and bottom lines. You can get the inside track in your inbox at marketbeatminute.com.